There is something quietly heartbreaking about understanding every word and still feeling unable to speak. It's like standing in front of a door that is already unlocked, but your hand trembles before turning the handle. You hear English clearly. You follow conversations, movies, stories, lessons. The language reaches you. It lives inside you. But when you try to let it out, your voice hesitates, as if the words you already know suddenly forget their way home. I've seen this moment in so many learners, the silent pause before speaking, the breath held a little too long, the mind rushing while the mouth freezes. And the truth is, this pause isn't about grammar. It isn't about vocabulary either. It's about the distance between what you understand and what you allow yourself to express. A distance that feels small, but can feel impossible to cross. But here's something most people never realize. Your English voice isn't missing. It isn't broken. It isn't weak. It's simply waiting for permission, for gentleness, for a moment when fear stops whispering louder than courage. Today, I want to walk with you through this space between understanding and speaking. Not with pressure, not with rules, not with perfection, but with warmth, honesty, and a reminder that language is not a performance. It's a bridge. And it begins always in the quiet place where you finally decide to trust your own voice.
Hey, Olivia. Do you have a minute?
Of course I do. Sit down. What's on your mind?
It's a bit embarrassing, honestly.
Embarrassing things make the best conversations. Go on.
So, I was talking, or trying to talk, to someone in English yesterday. And I swear, I understood every single thing they said, every sentence, every joke, every question. But when it was my turn to speak, nothing, absolutely nothing. It's like my brain says, go, and my mouth says, nope.
A familiar battle. Tell me exactly what happened.
We were at a bakery. The woman behind the counter asked something simple like, "How can I help you today?" And I knew what she said. I knew how to answer. I've answered that question literally hundreds of times in my head, in lessons, in movies. But in that moment, I felt this huge wall. I opened my mouth and what came out was nothing. Not even a hi.
And what did you feel in your body? Fear? Confusion? Or that strange, tight feeling here?
Exactly that. Like my throat just closed. My chest got tight. I could hear myself, in my mind, saying, just talk. Just say something. Anything. But the words didn't move.
And what did she do?
She waited, and then she switched to Spanish. And that made it worse. It felt like she was saying, you don't belong in English. Let me rescue you. It wasn't her fault, obviously. She was being kind. But it felt awful.
You felt like you failed a test you never signed up for.
Yes. Exactly.
Let me ask you something, Marcus. When you listen in English, movies, conversations, songs, do you feel confident?
Totally. I mean, I don't get everything, but I get enough.
And when you speak, do you feel watched?
Like everyone's waiting to see if I'll mess up.
Even when it's just a barista in a bakery.
Especially then. It's like, the simpler the question, the more stupid I feel for not answering.
Let me tell you a secret. The fear isn't about English. It's about exposure. Speaking a language is like standing under a bright light. People see you, the real you, your imperfections, your pauses, your uncertainty.
That feels true. Too true.
So when you say, I understand everything, but I can't speak, what you're really saying is, I am afraid of being seen trying.
He looks down at the table. That's exactly it. I always feel like I need to say things perfectly, or people will think I'm stupid.
Do you think I speak Portuguese perfectly?
Not even close.
Do you think I'm stupid?
Of course not.
Then why should the rules be different for you?
I don't know. I guess I put pressure on myself. Like, I already should be speaking better by now.
Says who?
Me. And everyone on the internet, I guess. You see people learning languages in 3 months, 6 months, a year. They speak fast, confidently, like they were born bilingual. And then I look at myself and think, why can't I do that?
Ah, the comparison trap. Deadlier than any grammar mistake. Let's try something. Right now. Look around the cafe. Tell me, in English, what you notice. Anything. No pressure. Just observation.
Okay, there's a couple next to the window. They look happy. That man over there is reading a newspaper. The barista is making coffee. I can hear the machine. And the music, it's kind of soft like a Sunday morning playlist.
Beautiful. Natural. Unforced. Did you feel blocked?
Not really. It felt easy.
And why is that?
Because you're not judging me.
Exactly. Your voice works perfectly when it feels safe.
So how do I make it feel safe outside this cafe?
By changing the goal. Right now, your goal is speak perfectly. That's impossible. What if your goal became stay in the moment, even if it's messy?
Messy, I like that. Feels human.
Language is human. It was never meant to be flawless.
You know, something strange happens when I try to speak. I translate in my head. I overthink. I judge every word before I say it. And then the moment passes and I stay silent.
Because you're not speaking English. You're speaking performance English. A language no one can master. Not even native speakers.
So what should I do? Like practically speaking?
Let's practice something small. Say your answer quickly, without thinking, no translation. Ready?
Ready.
What did you have for breakfast today?
Toast and coffee.
Good. Now say it again, but slower, warmer.
Toast and coffee.
Do you hear the difference?
The second one feels more confident.
Because the first one was survival. The second was expression.
I wish I could talk like this all the time.
You can, but you need to stop treating every English conversation as a test. It's not a test. It's a moment with another person. A moment you're allowed to enter imperfectly.
I think I've been scared of sounding ridiculous.
You will. Everyone does. But sounding ridiculous is how your voice grows.
I want to change that. I want to stop freezing.
Then let's keep talking. Not with pressure. Not with expectation. Just conversation. Because your voice doesn't need permission from perfection. Only permission from you.
Thank you, Olivia. Really, I feel lighter.
Good. Because we're just getting started. There's something profoundly human about the gap between understanding and speaking. It's a space shaped not by grammar, but by emotion, especially fear. Most people who understand but can't speak aren't struggling with English. They're struggling with visibility. When you listen, you're safe. No one evaluates you. No one hears your mistakes. But when you speak, suddenly you feel exposed, as if every pause or mispronounced word becomes a spotlight on your imperfections. And this feeling doesn't come from nowhere. It's cultural. In many places, people grow up with the idea that mistakes are failures, not steps. They're taught to avoid embarrassment, to avoid looking unprepared, to avoid being the one who gets it wrong. So, when English enters their life, this mindset enters with it. They understand the language perfectly, but they don't trust themselves to inhabit it. In contrast, native speakers, especially in the UK and the US, grow up with a different relationship to mistakes. Americans, for example, tend to value spontaneity. They jump into conversations even when they're unsure. They often speak first, adjust later. British people, on the other hand, embrace imperfection with a sense of humor. They apologize, laugh, and carry on. A small mistake isn't a disaster, it's a moment, a human moment. But learners often expect themselves to speak like natives, perfectly, clearly, confidently from day one. They set a standard even native speakers don't follow, and when they can't meet it, they freeze. The truth is, fluency isn't the absence of mistakes. Fluency is the ability to move through them, to speak even when your voice trembles a little, to let the words come out imperfectly but sincerely. So if you understand English but struggle to speak, remember this: nothing is wrong with your ability. What needs healing is your relationship with imperfection. Your voice isn't weak. It's just waiting for permission, not from English, but from you. So, shall we try again? Not the bakery moment, something new, something safe.
Yes. Let's do it. But I'm warning you. I might freeze again.
Freezing is allowed. Silence is allowed. Mistakes are allowed. Everything is allowed except giving up.
Fair enough. Okay, where do we start?
Tell me about a moment this week when you wanted to speak English but didn't.
Just one? Okay, there was this moment at work. A tourist asked me for directions. Simple question. Excuse me, do you know where the subway is? And I knew exactly what to say. But my mind went blank. So I just pointed and smiled like an idiot.
What would you say now if you could go back?
Sure, it's right around the corner, next to the coffee shop. Was that okay?
More than okay. But now say it again, slower, as if you actually want to help, not escape.
Sure, it's right around the corner, next to the coffee shop.
There. Did you hear it? That little warmth at the end?
Yeah, it felt more natural.
Good. Now, let's complicate it a little. Imagine the tourist asks, "Is it far from here?"
Not really, maybe 3 minutes walking.
Excellent. Now, imagine they ask something unexpected. "Can you show me the way?"
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go with you, but it's really close. How was that?
That was wonderful, Marcus. Did you notice? You didn't translate. You responded.
Yeah, I guess I did. It felt less like performing and more like just talking.
Exactly. Conversation is not choreography. It's improvisation. Let's keep going. Tell me about a time you did speak, even if it wasn't perfect.
There was this time at a restaurant. The waiter asked, "Still or sparkling water?" And I panicked because I didn't remember which one was which. So I said, "The water without the bubbles, please." He laughed a little, but in a nice way. And I felt strangely proud.
As you should. That's communication. That's language doing what language is meant to do. You didn't know the perfect word, so you built a bridge with the words you had.
Yeah, but I still felt silly.
That's all right. Feeling silly is part of the journey. What matters is that you were understood. All right, time for a challenge. Let's simulate a real conversation. I'll be someone you meet on the street. You don't know me. You're not prepared. Ready?
Not even a little. But yes, let's go.
Excuse me. Do you know what time the bus arrives?
I think it arrives in maybe 10 minutes.
Good. Now I'll add pressure. Oh, really? I'm running late for work. Do you know if it stops near the park?
It does. Yeah, it stops right in front of the entrance.
And again, are you sure? I don't want to get on the wrong bus.
I'm pretty sure, but you can ask the driver to confirm.
Brilliant. Now stop. How did that feel?
Honestly? My heart is racing, but I didn't freeze.
Because you stayed in the moment. You didn't judge your words before letting them exist. Let's try one more. Different situation. Imagine you're meeting someone new at a party.
Oh God, small talk. My worst enemy.
Perfect. I'll start. Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Marcus.
What do you do?
I work with customer service, and you?
I'm a teacher. What do you like to do in your free time?
I like listening to music, going for walks, and watching movies.
Excellent. Smooth. Natural. Now add emotion. Say it again, but this time don't list things. Say it like you actually love them.
I really enjoy listening to music. It helps me relax. And I love going for walks, especially in the evening. I also watch a lot of movies.
There it is. Your voice. Not the scared version. The real one.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually enjoying this.
Because you're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be present.
Yes. And for the first time, I feel like maybe I can speak English.
Not maybe. You can. You just did for nearly half an hour.
I didn't even notice.
That's what speaking feels like when fear lets go of the microphone.
Olivia, thank you. Really, I needed this.
Anytime. And remember, your English voice isn't waiting for the right moment. It's waiting for your permission.
Then I think I'm ready to give it.
There's a moment in every learner's journey when the voice inside you finally stops whispering, "Don't speak yet, you're not ready," and begins to say, "Try," even if it trembles. And that moment rarely comes from studying harder. It comes from softening, from allowing yourself to be human in a language that isn't yours yet, but wants to be. Your English voice isn't built from grammar charts or perfect pronunciation. It grows from emotion, from the courage to enter a conversation without knowing exactly how it will go, from the curiosity to express yourself even when you feel uncertain, and from the kindness to accept that every sentence, even the broken ones, still count as steps forward. Sometimes fluency begins in the quiet moment when you forgive yourself for not being perfect. That's where everything changes. If today's conversation made you breathe a little easier or made your English feel a little closer, I'd love to know. Share your experience in the comments. Tell me when you freeze and when you finally speak. And if our time together helped you in any way, consider leaving a like and subscribing. There's another video waiting for you. It's appearing on your screen right now.